Lover Unleashed is a story of Pain, who is Vicious's twin sister, and the love of her life, Manny Manello, who is a human surgeon, and it's about both of them trying to get their lives to fit together. I always knew Pain was going to get a book. I always knew that she was going to be the first female brother, so to speak. And when the series came into my head, there were 10 books, and she was one of them. It was at once an interesting challenge to really put her in the forefront, but at the same time, it also informed me about how much the series really does skew male, because she was an interesting foil. But it's a great book, and she's wonderful, and I really love Pain. She gives Manny a run for his money. I think what's great about him is that he loves what he does, and he's a very strong male character, but he understands that Pain needs to do what she's going to do, and she was bred for war. It's a great matchup of two very strong-willed people. It's a really good match. I have always known that there was another set of quote-unquote brothers, and Lover Unleashed is the first time the readership meets them, learns about them, and gets an idea of what their agenda is. And it is in direct contrast to the Black Dagger Brotherhood, so it sets up a very interesting dynamic. I think the politics of the vampire society are very much going to come into play with the new vampires, with the band of bastards that have come into Caldwell. I think that it's, I think watching how they challenge Wrath's rule and his responses to it opens up a whole new vista for the world and the world building. I have the most wonderful editor on the face of the planet, and she and I met yesterday, and I had been struggling because for the first time I didn't know who was coming next. For the 9 books that I wrote, I have always known who's up next, and it was disconcerting to turn Lover Unleashed in and not know. And she and I talked about it, we worked it out, and I can exclusively tell people it's going to be